Ay, hindi. Today, somehow we gonna give us ano, the, ano ba yun eh? Reviewer today.
Maybe you smell your sausages. See right there, you're flying. Big one. Right there. Smell your...
I don't have sausage.
That's those sugar sausages?
Yeah. Sweet sausage.
Sweet.
You want?
Oh, they're all in your dish.
That's sweet.
I just like that, what do you call the other stuff you make?
Tocino.
Yeah. Not bad, I guess.
Ay, late woke up, late breakfast. Oh God. Na late woke up, na late breakfast. Time na my online schooling. Nag-eat pa ng breakfast. Sinamad magbangon. Pag TikTok ka dan. That's people like your video in TikTok.
Mm. Which one?
I don't know.
How do you know?
That's people message. I know. I have notifications. My breakfast, my lunch. All in one.
Well, I'm gonna go right away downtown. See if Canadian Tire's got any worms. And I should go to the dollar store, see if they have, oh, Canadian Tire. Yeah, I'm in Canadian Tire, I'll check, because they have stuff like that. Bug spray.
Oh yeah.
It's the season already, they should have all that stuff for your skin and all that stuff they have now.
I have a final exam on Thursday because Friday don't have school because it's a Black Friday. Black Friday now.
Why, it's gonna be a storm or what?
Good Friday.
Gonna be a storm for Black Friday?
No, it's a Good Friday. Holy Week. It's a Holy Week this week. Holy Week, Holy Week. The week is a holy.
Blow holes. Let the goddamn snow through.
Huh?
I said it's holy and let the snow through. Even my bird bath froze solid.
My phone is low, but time to guys. Garlic bread.
Oh, need this in case
No.
you don't make messes.
No.
Not like me.
No, not that though.
I'm shake so bad that I can't even hold the bread to eat.
That's why it's up I get from you. That's why I always,
Here's a baking thing for you put your bacon on. So you don't put it on a hot table, you put it on there. It's a baking tray. You put a stand and you put all your bake when you're baking. Baker's rack. 33 long, 14 wide, 72 high. So you can put, it's like in the big shop where you put all your bacon on.
yeah.
Somebody that does a lot of bacon at one time.
Pantic church. 12:30 na.
What do we have about here? Oh, I just went to the bathroom. I said I just went to the bathroom this morning, but
Oh, you drink coffee?
oh, step ladder. Is that for the kitchen? No, it's not the kitchen.
Uh, yeah. Hi. Hello, I'm here. Yeah. Respiratory. Blood and respiratory.
Need to take the door wires off in the bathroom. take it outside when it's a warm day and plane it with my planer.
No, no. Not yet. Oh, there is that, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
changes in blood flow are regulated by your nervous system in response to metabolic needs of the tissue and by demands of the body as a whole. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute that. That's a little bit noisy. Okay. I'm gonna mute them. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. There. Now, if you want to talk to me right now, you're gonna have to do it in chat. It's a little bit too noisy with kids in the background. So please watch that. And a normal blood vessel is here, a narrower blood vessel. What happens if the blood flow is limited? Does your blood pressure increase or decrease? And it increases. The liver, kidneys, and brain receive the lion's share, they call it, well, the largest amount of blood. However, when an emergency occurs requiring rapid action, the blood is rerouted quickly in favor of the heart and muscles. And this enables rapid, effective action. At such a time, the digestive system and kidneys can do with less blood because they're not considered essential in responding to a crisis. So they use blood around the body where it's needed. Lymph circulation is a drainage system. You need it. The lymph circulation collects excess interstitial. Interstitial means between tissues, fluid, and returns it to the blood. The lymph system has neither a heart nor arteries. It has three main types of lymphatic vessels: lymph capillaries, lymphatics, and lymph ducts. These are YouTube videos. You can check them out on your own. Okay. All right. And now, hang on. Okay. I think you're not muted anymore, so I think you can talk. Can you try, Josh? Say something to me.
Hello.
Oh, there. Okay, good. All right. Now,
Just lymph nodes a little bit.
well, lymph nodes, for example, they get swollen. Let's say if you have an infection in your neck and stuff, that's the first thing a doctor is going to feel for. Now, you have lymph nodes all over your body, and and they're a kidney-type shaped organ of your lymphatic system and adapted, and they're very important for, like, lymph nodes become inflamed or enlarged, excuse me, because of various diseases, which range from trivial throat infections to life-threatening cancers, okay?
Oh.
And they vary in shape, and they're surrounded by this fibrous capsule which extends, and the substance is divided. There's an outer cortex and an inner medulla, and the lymph enters from one side into afferent, which means towards vessels, and then they flow through. There's like a series of sinuses in them. They can get pretty complex, but they can produce, they have germinal centers that produce white blood cells as well.
So,
and there's...
Does it fill a fluid as such?
Yeah, it's transparent fluid, and it's called lymphatic flow, and you need it desperately because with people whose lymph system isn't working, there's that picture we had in the heart one where the person's legs were super swollen.
Yeah.
And so when lymph doesn't flow, that's what happens, is you fill up literally with fluids and can drown.
Okay, I've always just been curious about it because I've always, since I was like 14, I've always had one swollen lymph node in like the right side of my neck, and I've been like checked out over the years, and they've always told me it's just benign, not to worry about it. But it's my mom that brought it to my like attention when I was younger and dragged me to a doctor for them to tell me there's nothing wrong and you can't find anything that'll be related to it. It's just a thing, and I was always curious about like what lymph nodes really were or did.
Yeah, they're just check out more information in your text and stuff, but they don't necessarily, like, they're not something to be afraid of. You have to have them. And even if they swell, it doesn't mean something's wrong. It can mean, it's when they swell a lot and when it's obvious that a doctor should start doing tests.
Strange.
So-
Interesting.
Roxanne, the lymph node is also a full circulatory system in the body?
Yeah,
Okay.
they kind of call it your shadow circulatory system.
Shadow. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, but you've got to have them, and they really are important. I don't know what, you know, without getting too detailed. So now I'm gonna go and take do the attendance, which I've got to go to my campus, but I'm also gonna send you a sheet, and then we'll do. Hang on for 5 minutes. Then we will do the respiratory. Yes. So okay, just hang on, and I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna put my timer on. Here we go. Because I just have to check email. I've got a bunch of things. Won't be long. Thank you. I'm here still. You can ask me questions.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. 5 minutes. 5-minute break. And then we're going to the blood. Mag-blood na punta ka. Done with
I
the...
cannot believe this amount of snow today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, be thankful you're not in Manitoba.
Oh,
So
man.
they're getting 50 to 80 centimeters.
What? Really?
Oh gosh.
A bunch of people I
Just
know
when
that
you
are-
think that it's spring.
Oh, they never ever had it melting, but they're getting supplies. Everybody is panicking.
It's that bad, eh?
Hmm.
Jeez.
I got up this morning and it said wind chill factor is -18. I'm like, oh no, I thought we were going into spring and it's back to winter.
Yeah, my girlfriend walks to work and she had a really early start today at 4:30. And her walk, she was telling me at 4 o'clock. She said with the wind chill, it was like -18 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
Just did you put the summer wheels on, hey?
Okay, and now I'm gonna send you guys the sheet I'm talking about. And what you're gonna do after we're finished this lecture is just take that sheet, get another sheet of paper and start writing out the answers. It's important. Believe me, it'll save your bacon.
Or big. I like it.
I know my silly sayings. Afternoon. Here you are. And
So I was curious, Roxanne, are we gonna have you for any more courses throughout this pharmacy that we're doing this year?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm just filling in.
Oh, yeah.
I've retired.
Well, thank you. We're glad to have you.
Oh yeah, I just come along when they need help and then I disappear. But I enjoy. You know, you guys are great and all that. But let's see. But I don't want to work full time. Not interested.
Yeah, of course.
I just want to make sure this is the right one. Opening it. No, it's not. Okay, so.
Roxanne, I just got a text from Sanya saying, please inform Roxanne I will be late for 30 minutes. My daughter has eye checkup.
That's fine. We might be done. She'll just have to check in with me.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Okay.
done today before 1:30, I could maybe offer a ride.
Okay, so let's see. Here it is.
I have over 2 gigabytes of storage in this one course alone. Holy, so many presentations.
I know, it's a lot in a course, it's ridiculous. Okay. All right, I'm sending this to you now. This is for your final. Here you go.
The final test. Hanap some.
All right. Be right back.
Yay! Tingnan ko. How blood? Oh, 14.
Pay no attention, that's just me.
Rupees.
There.
And
Okay.
give 2 examples of synovial joint. Done.
Oh, yeah, no, wrong one. Blood. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm opening respiratory. Now. Here we go. Hey. Okay, do you see respiratory system?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Respiration means to breathe again. It is the exchange of gases between the body and its environment. Between it, the body and its outer environment. So you're breathing in air from outside and breathing out carbon dioxide. There's a lot of structure. So another name for your throat is the pharynx. And the larynx is known as your voice box. And you have an esophagus, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus. You have alveoli in your lungs. They're very tiny little, they look like grapes. And you have your tongue, your sinuses, your nasal area, and your trachea. A trachea is the right near the larynx. It's the tube that you breathe with. You have a thick muscle that aids in respiration and separates your thoracic and abdominal cavities, and it is called the diaphragm. There are 3 divisions in your throat: the pharynx, the nasopharynx, and the so in your throat. So there's nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Those 3 right in that picture.
Okay.
So if you're asked in a multiple choice question, which are the three divisions of the throat, you've got to pick nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. And your diaphragm is a thick muscle. Yeah. The respiratory system consists of the lungs, an airway, a series of tubes through which air flows to and from the air sacs of the lungs. A breath of air enters the body through your nostrils, openings into the nose, flows through the nasal cavities to your pharynx or throat, through your larynx, popularly known as the voice box, and into your trachea or windpipe. Then it enters the right or left primary bronchus. One bronchus enters each lung, and after passing through smaller branches of the bronchi, air flows into the bronchioles when you take a deep breath, and the bronchioles divide again and again until the air reaches very microscopic air sacs called alveoli. So there it says oxygen diffuses from the air sacs into the blood, excuse me, nasal cavities to the pharynx, to the larynx, to the trachea, to the primary bronchus, enters the lungs, the bronchioles in the lungs, the alveoli, air sacs in the lungs. Bronchioles reach deep into each lung. During inhalation, the air will pass through the pharynx and the larynx and the upper windpipe and lead into the bronchi, which divide into left and right. Okay. Breathe in and we breathe out, and there's all kinds of things on YouTube if you want to check out the respiratory system. Here is a pathway, nasal cavities to the pharynx, to the larynx, to the trachea, down the bronchi, into the bronchioles, and finally to the air sacs. And gas exchange happens during, they pass through the air sacs, and that's where your molecules will absorb the oxygen molecule, and it exchanges it back in with a carbon dioxide molecule that you breathe out. It's actually pretty incredible. The mucous membrane lining your nose has a rich blood supply, which heats and moistens the lining of the air that comes in contact. As air passes through your nose, it is filtered, moistened, and brought to body temperature. The nasal cavity contains receptors for your sense of smell. Inhaled dirt and other foreign particles are trapped in the layer of mucus that forms in the surface of the mucous membrane. And people, when they said when they caught COVID, for example, at first, that they lost their sense of smell and sometimes their sense of taste.
Over here in the second, sorry, can you please go back for one slide?
This one?
Yeah, the second one, it says air passes through the nose, it is filtered, moistened. Does that mean that it's the saliva that moistens it?
No, it just has its own,
Moist.
you know, saliva helps, but it has its own moisture. Inside of us, we're always circulating cells. I mean, generally humans, creatures, we're all moist. It's the only way we can kind of keep going inside. So we have this constant, again, that's the lymph system working again. We have a constant circulating system, otherwise dirt gets trapped and things get trapped. And that's why we sneeze. That's why we cough, because we're getting rid of germs and things.
Okay.
You know, it's a dusty world and a kind of it can be dirty out there, and we have to have a way of filtering, or we wouldn't be able to function.
Function, yeah, true.
So here, this is what happens when somebody gets emphysema. You lose the elasticity of the alveoli, and they just turn into damage right here. Smoking also increases this. And then asthma, dyspnea is difficulty breathing, wheezing, shortness of breath that can be caused by an allergen, of course, as well. And excuse me, they use bronchodilators and agents that ease your breathing difficulties. Okay, that is it for now. Hang on.
I just have one quick question for you, Roxanne.
Uh-huh.
Going back to the nasal cavities in that area, is it true that you can intake more oxygen through your nose than breathing into your mouth?
Yes, that's what I've been reading lately. There's a lot of research going on, and they've been comparing us. That's why horses, for example, who have to have a very high amount of oxygen, comes through their nose. No horse, when it's running, has its mouth open, unless it's sick.
I always read it, like breathe in through your nose and breathe out with mouth. And I'm just curious on why this is.
Because in your nose, it's lined with these hairs, because you're always eating and drinking things with your mouth, right? So, but your nose, you're not drinking things with your nose and eating with your nose. And so you have these cilia, like little hairs in there, that are more, it's just that's what it's for, breathing. If you breathe through your nose, you tend to fill up your air better, it's moister, and they do say that it's healthier than mouth breathing.
Okay, that's good. No.
Yeah, that is what the latest research. There's a couple of books, one by a guy named James something, but it's actually just called Breathe. And what's happening with people is they're forgetting to breathe with their nose, and they're breathing a lot with their mouth. And they say it's healthier to take the time, breathe with your nose.
Just because you mentioned it filters the air, so I'm guessing if your mouth isn't doing that, then you're probably taking more harmful particles versus your nose.
You can. I mean, you do have ways of protecting yourself through the mouth as well. Like your epithelial is always shedding and things, but it's just more efficient. It's just a more efficient way to breathe through your nose.
Okay, for sure.
That's what they say. Now, has everyone checked I guess I'll have to check your email. There's a sheet there that this is your homework for today, is to take that thing I emailed you. It's an exam prep quiz, and fill it in. Try to please answer those questions, because you will get a higher mark on your exam if you do. That's true.
Yeah, that's a big prep. I appreciate that.
Well, it's true. I'm just preparing you. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's easy to do well. But you have to just focus. It's kind of 66 questions. You have to focus and finish it. But we're going to talk about all that tomorrow too. We have the reproductive system tomorrow, and there's a little tiny lecture on exam prep, and that will be it for tomorrow, besides reviewing for your exam. So I encourage you to please start working on your prep for your exam. You don't have any more assignments, it's all good. And I am here for you to ask questions too.
Well, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like anatomy and physiology, so it's nice. It's nice.
Roxanne, the nose breathers, people who breathe through their nose, but don't they are the ones who have a snoring problem?
Actually, no, not always, no. And snoring is a combination of things. Like, if you have a really thick, kind of fatty neck, when you lie down, the weight of it pushes down, and you can't it's actually mouth breathers that snore more. But, yeah. But you can snore with your nose, yeah. People do. You know how they wear those nose strips?
Yeah, I was gonna say the nose strip is for the nose though, but but it assists in people who have a snoring issue when they wear that nose strip, because it opens the airways.
Yeah,
So
and
it kind of encourages.
Yeah, Sarah, this is people who are, for example, for some reason, their airways aren't open enough at night, or they're blocked. Maybe they have some allergy issues. Maybe their nose is partially plugged. It also be the thoracic fat, they say, but and head positioning. And that's where a lot of people, when they get older, they need CPAP machines, which apparently does a world of good. And sleep apnea really increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. It's just awful. Sleep apnea is the worst. It really
Yeah.
increases actually your chance of just dying at night in
Yeah,
bed.
but yeah.
Yeah,
So it varies. So I can't just say, you know, that it's nose breathers.
Okay.
Okay.
And before I leave you, Roxanne, I have one last question. Just about the negative feedback system. Now, and I need to do some more research into this before, well, I just thought I'd actually want you here. I read something when I was taking notes on like hormones in the few lectures back about something that hormones are like regulated by negative feedback systems, or there's some correlation between hormones and this negative feedback system. And I was just curious on what that was as such a correlation.
All right. Well, what happens is when a function of an output of a system, process, or mechanism is fed back in a manner that tends to reduce fluctuations in the output. So, for example, here, just hang on.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, temperature, blood sugar levels, those are ranges in a homeostatic process. So, what it says is,
I guess I need to go to that textbook and find out an actual like their definition of like negative feedback system, what it is. I just saw it in the quiz review, and I didn't do much info on it, but I just see that system pop up related to hormones, and I was just
so what happens is, okay, so you have, this is an example. You have a stimulus in which a change occurs. So let's say your temperature suddenly rises for some reason, okay? So then, and then you have a sensor system in you. The change is detected by your body. And then there's a control where your body goes, okay, it's hot, I've got a fever, whatever, I'm gonna start sweating to lower the temperature, because that will cause evaporation, and that will lower the temperature. And then the effect of that. So once your temperature comes back down, you know, the process would repeat itself where, oh, okay, we need to be warmer now. So what it is it's just a stimulus response.
okay.
My blood sugar's too high. Okay, well, I'm gonna now, this is a perfect example. I am a pancreas. So my blood sugar's too high. Well, I'm gonna go use my islets of Langerhans and compound a bunch of insulin, which will lower that. And then, oh, wait, my blood sugar's too low. Okay, let's get the glucagon cells going. And
So would glucagon be an example of like a positive feedback, where it's like, are they both, they all connected or class is negative? In my head, I'm taking it as this negative feedback system is trying, you know, controlling.
Our body lives by a negative feedback system. There's no positive feedback system, would just mean that things are out of control.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like if sweating is to like decrease your temp would class as like negative, and then whatever the opposite version of that is to increase temp. I wasn't sure if it was like a positive, negative, you know, top and bottom.
No, you're not going to be asked that ever.
Okay. Well, thank you for explaining that though, negative feedback system. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, positive feedback, for example, is me saying, "Oh, you did great on that test, yay!"
Yeah, okay.
But that's just it doesn't work.
I definitely understand what it is, and I wrote that example down you said. I'm just trying to think of a way I would just define it into terms.
I would just say an example. So I would say negative feedback system is that something, you could think of it this way, something negative is happening. My temperature's too high. So then the body reacts to it. And that's what it means. It's feedback to reduce it.
Beauty. Okay, thank you so much for that, because I wouldn't have you that confused. Are we okay to leave the call for today, and I'll go start
Yeah.
studying?
Yeah, but if you need to hop back on, like I'm just saying, I'm here and for questions also later, you know? But what I want people to be doing is get that thing I emailed you and fill it in, please.
Yeah, I'll have that filled in for.
Because we're going through it tomorrow, yep.
Yeah, awesome.
Sam,
Thank you
is
so
it
much.
safe to say that for the body to maintain homeostasis, it is right along with homeostasis is your hormone that give that message to the different organs to say, okay, let's do the homeostasis here.
Totally, because if
Yeah.
your whole body is always trying to be in a state of homeostasis. It's always trying. And it's always on the alert. It's very vigilant. It'll say, okay, this hurts. Why does it hurt? It's like a giant detective show going on all the time in your body. You are always on the lookout. Okay, I bumped myself. Oh, do we need a bruise there? Don't we? You know, or I can't get enough oxygen. Okay, we need to breathe, or my temperature's too high, or my blood sugar's too high, or my blood sugar's too low. So it's always regulating. It's always regulating. It's always wanting to be in the right situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about one of the things that we did in like the pancreatitis. That was very interesting for me because it said that it actually kind of it digests by its own enzymes.
Yeah, because you have digested enzymes and then they get mixed up thinking that they have a mission to just digest everything. And then it starts digesting healthy tissue. And this is when the alarm bells ring. For any doctor, any nurse, whatever, is as soon as you have tissue damage, that's when things get scary.
Is that when people start getting more and more like acid reflux?
I'm not sure the symptoms.
Okay.
It's terrible pain, and sometimes there's vomiting and nausea.
Nausea as well.
My uncle had it, so yeah.
Yeah.
You just start not being able to digest food and things, and it just leads to terrible pancreatic stuff. Is awful.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You guys are gonna do fine. I know.
Okay.
You're gonna be fine. No worries.
Okay. Thank you.
Just another little exam, and you'll move on from anatomy and physiology, and you'll be good. You'll get 100%. 100% for everyone.
Thank you very much.
I'd like that, but yeah.
Yes, that would be good.
I will
Okay.
see you tomorrow.
Oh yes, tomorrow back at it for sure.
Back at it.
I recorded the second lecture. I didn't record the first one, and that's okay.
Okay.
Everything is sent to you, and I will be sending you the reproductive also lecture now. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, is it? Do you know?
No, it's not big.
Perfect. It's less
It's not.
sacrifice.
On purpose. It's pretty clear. Yeah.
Cool.
You need
Okay.
to know about the menstrual cycle. I know that. About some of the days in the menstrual, just sort of regular facts about the structure. Not anything major. We're not dissecting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll get to that
Thanks,
study guide.
Ethan.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. But I'm here. I'm doing work and I'm around, so no worries.
I'll
Okay.
probably
Thank you.
Just fill in, do that homework, fill it in for A and P. I'm telling you, do that. It is huge. If you don't do it, you're gonna lose your own mark. So fill in with I sent for final. Please. I feel like sometimes I just repeat myself, but it's okay. That's all right. That's normal. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, Roxanne.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. All the
Bye.
best. Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Ah, to answer this one and find some answers. I need to answer. Give 2 examples of synovial joints. I have this one. Example. What's an example of synovial joints? That's in the muscle. A muscle. Give 2 examples. Oh, this one. See? Example of synovial joint. Gliding and okay. I have 2 hands. This one. Mag-answer mo na ako kay exam na po na ako. Ginoo ko na nay. May exam. I am exam. Let's see. Gonna go. I need my love on you. Don't wanna do every time I feel with you. Okay, time to answer the quest. I should listen music. Na, 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 na. Dun, dun, dun. Give 2 examples of synovial joint. That's pyrotype. Shadow gliding and pyrotype. Shadow gliding and pyrotype. Pyrotype. Two. Come on, YouTube. Compass. So no, it's the muscles, right? Skeletal muscle. I leave my love on you. All I wanna do every time I hurt you. spoon. Oh, come on. Come on. What happened tonight? Mm, Spotify. Spotify. Oh, shoot. Hello guys, I'm here again. Oh, Lord, love it. Searching now. Fukushita. 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 Momables, not momables. Malin Dirana Double Body was all the land Goshe got us tired Immobiles like you It went soldiers Sita Humana Gidaroya Bumut Mamul Sose Waya Manali Dwelka Manali Dwelka No do Titatana Sisana Nari Titana Nori Nori Katsi Isisana Momo Laja Momo Laja Ina Jada Do Editara Editara Money in the head of touching a body, not an empty, a charity, and Gucci, got a tire, Gucci, not a tire, Gugu Sipta, oh, mana, guitar. Mama, you say what? Welcome. Oh, wait, you're my best friend. 보고 싶다 그사로야 sakto naman 만나러 갈게 전화 지치잖아 사진 넌 나를 어디 같아 나를 어디 같아 유수하고 sis 나 내려들다내리다 내려들지다 내려들서 내잖아 내 진짜 내리다 내려들서 너도 나의 나리라 딴데라 내려가다 주세 I to say little I naririra natira narira to say narira to say to say narira to say to say na ina dina mantera na to say to say say today I have to say I have to say China voice box China Sinanita with the time I had to abandon and I had to say Something that they measure, and then they were. It's on the outside. Yeah. Sorry. Wow. Then to up man. From the air sacs. Each time I see you, I can melt it up and feel. So I can be to silent. Hallelujah. After passing through the windpipes, the air will then go into the two-part. After passing through the windpipes, the air will then go into the two-part of what? The Big Pie.
That's what I was just telling you.
That one.
This is the ones I was looking for. I thought maybe they didn't make them no more. No, just looking around and clean here. They got some nice for the driveway on sale.
Oh.
5 something a piece. They're
Oh.
nice. And then they have in a tree. Not like mine. They're small and round and they're a crystal. Really nice. Also 5 something a piece. Anyway, since the kids are at home, no.
Go first in our room and in their room and then.
Yeah, that's what I said. While nobody's home,
Yeah.
in the bathroom and stuff like that.
Go in their room and then our room. I go
Yeah.
in the room and the room and then
I go,
go in our in the living room, Dada.
wow. It says this one, I think this new one says there's no odor.
Yeah, there's
I have to read
the
it.
the new
Or
one
no,
is
or
they
that
have
one.
that.
Or that one has no, or this one has, I was reading, maybe it was this the one that has no odor.
The one that no odor because
Well, no, that's these strips. They'll work anywhere, but I'm just gonna. It's expensive. There's more. There's even little bigger cans, but they're. This kills everything: fleas, bugs, mosquitoes, moths, spiders, gnats, bed bugs, soap bugs, carpet beetles, centipedes, ants, silver. Kills everything. I'm not sure, but anyway, maybe it's this other one. But anyway, this ribbon. That's that ribbon I was telling you.
Yeah, what are you doing me? Anything I wanna live it all. I spent 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. But that's all that it takes to learn that seed out of yours. And I might ever let our hair left out of time. There's 10,000 hours and one waste of my life. I'm gonna love you. Ooh. Do you feel the word that was alone? There's about to forever about to think of me. Don't my heart let me what are you blaming? I don't know it at all. So 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. And that's what it takes to love and say that of yours. When I don't ever better, when I gotta try. So 10,000 hours, don't waste up my life. I'm gonna love you. Ooh, love you. Ooh, when the word is hard and pray and you see. Ooh, the melody I say too. Yeah, and 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. That's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And the whatever better that I'm gonna try. 10,000 hours on the first of my life. I'm gonna love you. Ooh, gonna love you. Ooh. Ah, I'm gonna let you.
Maybe I'll keep this in the fridge like they do there at Canadian Tire. They seem to don't. I put them in that thing. They don't last long. They die and.
To know myself all the time. Ano yan? Less as many function as you can for the endocrine system. Paul self, yeah, to everyone else. And I thought you told yourself. See your mother, you know, just like that. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, okay, this one. For myself, we will live everyone else. That I still adore. I'm still upside down, but in the world, so play my back. Never try to myself, I want to go.
How many did it? 10? Yeah, 10.
I wanna hold myself.
need to warm it up because it comes out easy. Is it a hook in the ceiling? This would be good for that. I need a chair. I need one of those things. I looked, but they're expensive and Canadian Tire. I should, or one of the other ones maybe.
Ay, mag-careful ka dyan.
Lots here. There's food here. That's a good place to hang it. Since I put the orange, there's sure lots of robins. I went this morning. One lawn had maybe 20 robins. They just must have come in big flocks. They must have just come in because from the school that way, every lawn has got at least 5 or 6 robins on every lawn.
Why? You are my universe. I just want. You are my universe.
Crazy woman. Oh shit. Need something to keep it heavy. Need a rock or something to put in here. Oops. Aha.
You are my universe, and I just want for us. You are my universe, and I
See the
don't
rock
want
around here somewhere.
The negative feedback is process that detect and reverse deviation from a normal.
Stick it on the thing for now.
You are my universe.
You are my unicorn.
My unicorn. Universe. Unicorn ka dyan.
I see the rock.
My universe.
Oh, there's
Universe. Forward and side.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Now you can stick on there. My unicorn. Gonna help me?
You are my universe. First one.
So hot.
Nowhere to pause. You are my universe, and I don't know where. Universe,
I just checked at the back, and
Huh?
I put those stickers. I put that tape. Even the wind started to blow the tape off.
You
I
are
had to try to
my
put it back on and cover them
universe
up.
center. Is that amazing and acting? What is sarcomere? It's like ballet, like criminal undercover.
Oh, hiding in here.
I like that one. To my bed.
Oh,
I like the moon rocking me, baby. Know that I gotta hit the beside your sharp stick. The judge on neck to my beats. Let it down. Make the dancer. The temperature that I said. No other. Let you sit tonight the water. Get that happen. What an alveoli? Alveoli. Am I starting to do? What's the alveoli? I like the moon rocking me, baby. So you're trying to say, right to my beat. Let it down. Rise at the light to my beat. I like the moon rocking me, baby. Know that I gotta hit the shoulders of the tip. Rise at the light to my beat. Let it roll. Build it up, sao lại thế đâu đưa ngoài cá tạm đưa được mấy chữ trên ladies and gentlemen highlight say the first daughter let it roll I believe anh biết I believe Then don't get about the sky sun. He's some kind joking down the top to the top of LeBron. You don't come up my tail just see the people. Yeah, just get at it, but it's this warm, I'm ready. Like sorry, like it's to dream like money. Disco overload, I'm good to go, I'm good to go, I'm learning what you know, I grow up. Cause I in the sun tonight. So big job, concert to light. Signing to the city with a little fucking sound. I'm listening music
Oh.
while I'm
there he is, trying to get up.
doing my
Oh, there you listen.
reviewing.
I wonder what the hell you're singing.
Ay, ginoo ko. This is getting heavy, and it's still not ready. Let it tell it so that it's like money. Disco overload, I'm good to go, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I blow up. Let's go. Cause I'm in the search night. Just watch me bring the fun city alive. Into the city with a little passing sound. Light it up like dynamite. La 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 la. Life is dynamite. Life is dynamite. City with a little fucking sound. Light it up like dynamite. Ooh. La 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 la. Hey. Dynamite. Na 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 na. Hey. Na 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 hey. Light it up dynamite. So high in the sunshine. So much you feel like take the night light.
Grab that rock. Land. Open your hand. Flat. It's gonna fall on the floor. Put it inside that hole.
Yeah?
Yep.
Ah, this is crazy. La 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 la. Like it's dynamite. La 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 la. What are all Billy? Ah, Billy. Light it up like dynamite. Ah, Billy is a pulmonary abuse. It's all and I let him tell the story alright. I wanna dance some music, gotta start in the dark, gotta start over low. That's all it is, I'm when I'm falling out of watching for. You don't you worry, you say the land. You say the top, don't walk, don't lie. You see it when you watch it to dance. Never don't touch it, that's why you know that you can do it. Down to the church, seven Satan, you make them down to tree, church, down to channel. Let it suffer, time is such a loss of time. Wanna dance some music, gotta die in nothing, gotta stop alone. Rolling like a dancing fool. Don't worry, say it with a little out of the plan. Little top, come on, can't walk tonight. See it with permission to turn. Na 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 na.
Ooh, look at Mom. Honey,
It's on. Yeah, I seen that one this morning.
the other one's a few more gonna open.
Ooh, ooh. Darling like a dancing fool. You got me to worry. If I had another to blame. That's all. Na 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 na. Oh, with love. Oh my mind, oh my mind, baby, all my life, better body that I would sit by. Oh my mind, it is something right in the morning and I just oh. That's the epithelium. Epithelium. What is it? Oh no. I'm going away. Nowhere. Emphysema. Never gave me a boy with love. Oh my, oh my, fingers are so fast. Say the body to just sit back. Oh my mind, fingers are so fast. Say the body, eyes in my. What are the symptoms of asthma? Oh. Symptoms. Oh my mind, let it out my life, better body, just ship high. Oh my mind, there's something that I just saw this feeling. With morning love. Boy with love. Wheezing and shortness. Wheezing and short. That's our shortness of breath caused by an allergy. Shortness. Caused by an allergy. Breathe. Say, Anna, sorry, daddy, say, Anna, sorry, daddy, Anna, Anna, ah, Chachi, pune, Tana, Tana, Chachi, Tana, Chachi, Tana, Tana, like an echo in the forest, how do I go, how do I go, how do I go, how do I go, like the sun in the first sign, I don't like to on my pillow, on my pillow, lie like the sun, like this again. Dirty bully to